Yeah. Hey. We're back on another exciting episode of Starfleet Boy where we have a casual and informal conversation about Star Trek. Today we're focused on Star Trek Prodigy's number 10 episode, the mid-season finale, A Moral Star Part 2. Hello. I'm welcomed by this glorious panel, and there might be someone coming in a little bit late. I won't put him on blast. But
I'll message him.
But yeah, so we have here the wonderful Patrick. Thanks for coming back. It's nice to see you, and I'll see you in person at Star Trek Chicago. I'm so excited.
Hey,
I'm also going to see
Patrick.
Braxton. Hello, Braxton.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Hey, guys.
Will you be in Chicago?
Yes,
Yeah.
I will be. Hey, Marcelo, how are you?
Good, I'm good, Braxton. How are you?
Pretty well, thank you.
We also got Marcelo here, and also Esri and Ahsoka are here. So hello. And we got quite a full audience. We got a nice group of people, and I just want to. I'm sorry for singling you out there, but I just want to shout out to Cake is Eternal. We haven't seen you in a long time, and I love seeing the flecha in your photo. So it's very nice. I always think of El Camino de Santiago, so buen camino to you, and I hope my accent was good. but Cake is here, so it's nice to see you in the audience. I just binged the whole season. Wow, that is awesome. That's actually an awesome way to watch it, and I plan to binge the whole season this weekend. I feel like it's an easy binge. What is that, like less than 5 hours, right?
What
Again?
they say I had to choose between Prodigy and RBW. What's RBW?
Raised by Wolves, which just started tonight.
What is that?
The second season. Do you not know Raised by Wolves?
I've never heard of a wolf.
Oh. well, Romulus and Remus were raised by wolves.
That's true.
So or a wolf, a she-wolf in particular, which would displease some of our friends. No, I'm just kidding. Shade, tree, shade. No, I'm just kidding. Blue's also here. Hey, Cake. Hello,
Blue.
everyone, to PE. We also have Perverine.
No.
Let's see here. Let's see. I think we got everyone. Oh, Arthur's here. Cool. Hey, Arthur.
Hey, Arthur.
And also Text Trek, our friend Text Trek. Tomorrow, don't forget everyone to check out Text Trek. It's going to be a fun discussion. And if they have a winter storm and for some reason lose power, guess who gets to control the show? Me. We'll see what happens. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be fine. They're not going to lose power. Everything will be just fine.
It's supposed to rain here tomorrow. Like
Climate
crazy.
change.
Oh my god.
Isn't it
supposed to rain?
beautiful how much my cats love me? Like,
Yeah, it is.
every time we sit down to podcast, like, they just like.
They're like a part of the podcast. You know who else has cats that love him is Brian on the Text Trek podcast. I don't know if you've ever seen him, Braxton, but
I
you guys
have
are
seen
like,
the cat, yeah.
yeah. So yeah, there's like a cat thing on. Hello
Yeah,
to Cerulean Blue. Nice to see you, and Ruben. Thanks for the well wishes. Cake is saying, Braxton, are your cats heroes too? Hopefully not capable of decapitations.
Oh no! Oh, sorry. Oh my god, out of control.
That's fine. Who does anyone want? Do any of you guys want to give a quick or a brief episode summary, or shall I go ahead and do it?
Oh, you Starfleet boy, take the wheel.
I'll take the wheel tonight. So the events of last week come to a head. We find out that our crew is much more capable than they were leading the Diviner and company to believe, and so the liberation of Tars Lamora begins. With by the way, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. I am so happy for the Cation kitty. Like, I am so happy. That little kitty was such a hero, and hero. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on. There we go. So that was probably one of my favorite moments. I'll just get that out of the way. But anyways, the liberation of Tars Lamora commences, and they're trying to repair in the meantime, they're also trying to repair the central core, the power core, so that they can take off and also restore the shields and everything like that. And then on the Diviner's ship, rather not the Diviner ship, on the Protostar, we have a lot of drama going on between the Diviner and Gwyn, and she it looks like she's gonna like she goes to battle with him, and it looks like she's actually gonna win, and then he's like, ha ha ha, Progeny, I gave you that armor, and then he ties her up, and then we think that Hollow Janeway is going to be, bad, but I called it. I knew it. They they put some programming in her that prevents her from being hacked anymore, so she maintained her personality, and she was acting. She's a very good actor, that Hollow Janeway, let me tell you, because that
when you say they, by the way, we really mean Rock. Rock really. My baby.
Rock was
Rock
was
Dude,
awesome.
Rock delivered tonight, dude.
Rock totally delivered. That's what I meant. Yes. Rock saves the day. So everyone, the whole team. There's just like so much. There were so many great examples of teamwork and just like folks working together to like do the right thing. It was pretty awesome. And then anyway, so the Diviner is able to the Diviner is incapacitated by Hollow Janeway. She can fight now. She can actually touch you, which is pretty cool. And she does a dirty move. She like unplugs his little life support thing, and he's all like choking and stuff. I loved it. I was like, don't mess with Janeway. Wow, like who's that? Is that Ahsoka or that's Ahsoka?
Oh, God.
What is Ahsoka doing? Hugging you?
Yeah, she's just being crazy.
I saw this on a TikTok. By the way, this is a live. I saw this on a TikTok happening. It was the cutest thing ever. So I'm sorry if Ahsoka's biting you, Braxton. My cat does not do that. He does not like to be held except for when he wants something, and that's how you know it's like very cute. But I
don't know. I don't understand. Why didn't you call your cat Spot?
Oh look, we have Matt.
I am so sorry I'm late. We're having a huge winter storm.
He's
having
not
a huge ice storm here in Ohio, and I had to go out and get dog food, and I was running late. I am so sorry. I
That's
apologize
fine.
for the delay.
It's casual and informal, Matt. You're totally fine. It's like...
Can we make it not casual and super formal?
Yeah,
my tuxedo is.
I'll wear a suit. I can rock a good suit.
I don't even have a full suit anymore. I have a jacket because I only need it for Zoom meetings, so people only need to see the top part anyway.
I got a good suit. I'll wear some shiny shoes. I'll wear some cufflinks. It'll look good.
Hey man,
I'm gonna dress up exactly like they did in DS9 when they had to go to the holodeck and do the whole casino heist. I'll do that whole thing. Ooh, I'll wear Ezri's little outfit, the little tiny, yeah.
Hey,
add that to the OF.
And everyone subscribe to Matt's OnlyFans to see that outfit. Anyways,
your donations can help a poor starving child here in Ohio.
Yes, we're here to support.
It's snowing in Ohio, you said?
It's an ice storm. It's different. It's like rain right? It's like icy rain.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it rained all day and then turned to sleet, which just started piling up, and then now it's all frozen and now it's snow on top of that. So
oh my gosh, dude, it's so icy outside, dude. Don't go outside, dude.
It's not until Monday.
Go outside and sing Let It
not
Go.
until Monday, dude.
Well, I mean, I have no reason to leave the house until Monday, so
that's good. That's good. All right. Well, you didn't miss anything. I was just giving the summary very poorly, but I'll finish up and I'll just say that Patrick's like, yeah, it was a very poor delivery of the summary.
Yeah, I said what I said.
I know.
Dude, I thought you did great, dude. Until
well, it's not over. I'm not even finished. All right, real quick. So the Diviner reveals the truth finally, and he says that in a couple of years, the Federation's going to make first contact with Solum, their homeworld, which is alive and thriving today, and it's isolated, and they think that they're supreme. And unfortunately, there's going to be a civil war because some folks want to like change the way of life. I don't know what this way of life is. We can talk more about that, but anyways, and other people are like, no, we don't want to. So apparently, these folks from the Diviner's planet just like killed each other and destroyed the planet over this disagreement.
I
anyway,
can't imagine that happening.
Yeah, I know, it's kind of scary. But anyways, so we find out that that's the thing that he's trying to prevent is first contact, and so the protostar has some kind of crazy virus on it that can totally destroy or decimate the Starfleet, and so that's the whole plan. That's what's been going on along. And of course, Gwen's like not having it, and she's like, "You can't trade one tragedy for another." Like they have words. And then he's about to just leave and warp the protostar into Starfleet, and then we have Dal come in, guns ablazing, and he's like, "Move over, old man!" And then unfortunately he's easily subdued by the diviner.
Very easily.
Yeah, it's true. That was like really easily. But then Zero comes out, and in what was like one of the most one of the most epic things I've ever seen on Star Trek.
Yeah, like, she fried his brain.
Yeah, he like fries his brain. He Medusans the diviner, and Gwen sees his reflection and actually also succumbs to the effects a little bit.
Which was very Hermione Granger for a second.
It is a little. It's true. Oh, it's a good. I didn't even think about that, but Gwen gives me a lot of Hermione type vibes. It's interesting. But anyways, so it's all over. The diviner's incapacitated. Also, we know that Dreadnought is gone. My Cation Kitty chopped its head off, which is awesome. And like the Tars Lamora. Prisoners are no more prisoners. They have a ship now, a gigantic ship, and they're free, and they're gonna do fine. Janeway gives like a touching speech at the end. She talks about how like Gwen's just awesome, and it's very sad also because she forgot her memories in that part. And Dal's like, "All right, let's go to Starfleet," and they're like, "Yeah, let's go." And for a second she hesitates, but then they warp off. And then we get a blip on the screen, and you get, it's
what we deserve. It's what we have earned.
So we're on board a Federation Starfleet ship, and we see Admiral Janeway, and they see the little blip of the protostar signature and her little crew on the Dauntless, and she's like, "I'm coming, Chakotay," and that's it. The episode ends, and we're left both satisfied and intrigued about what's to come. So that's it. I hope I did a good job with summary, and I stalled enough for Matt to get here. So yeah.
The Trill Ensign at the end, by the way.
What's that?
Voiced by the Trill Ensign at the end was Jamila Jamil.
Oh, really?
Oh,
I froze, but I unfroze.
Oh, cool! I didn't know
You're
that.
okay.
I didn't catch
We
that.
heard
I know
say
she's
Jamila
all over
Jamil.
the place. What makes her so fabulous, dude?
Oh, the gays love her.
Yeah.
She got
really?
popular
Why?
off of The Good Place. The Good Place kind of launched her into fame, I guess.
Was she
She's
a lesbian
beautiful.
or something?
No.
She says though that she's like not necessarily straight. She's a member of the queer community. She
Okay.
her words.
She also has a lot of attention she needs, but yeah.
What did y'all think about this episode?
No, well, my
Matt,
biggest,
go first.
My
yeah.
biggest thoughts are on the ending, of course. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone that watches this. It was a great episode. I thought that they wrapped up, a lot of the things that was going on with, the crew and everything. But I mean, honestly, the reveal of what has finally been happening, and we finally got confirmation that there was time travel involved. We finally got to see like the Starfleet uniforms, and we got to see that this was such a satisfying episode to me. I don't like kids. I'm not a kids person. I'm not.
I saw your tweet about that today. That's right. You're very Jean-Luc.
Yeah. In that. Oh yes. I don't know how to act around them. I don't know what they like. So for me, Prodigy has always been like, it's good. It's Star Trek. I'll watch it. This, however, just did it for me.
Yeah, last 2 episodes have been very, very good.
And the All Good Things uniform that is apparently now canon in the Prime universe.
There's a really cool article that came out. I haven't had a chance to finish reading it, but Aaron Walke goes into. By the way, I think I saw him in the chat earlier. But if you're there, Aaron, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Oh my God!
The name showed up, and if Aaron J. Walke is actually here,
Yes, he is. I see a
All
lot
I
of
have
people
to
saying.
say, all I have to say is if my poor rock baby, if my poor Aaron, if you did her dirty,
No, okay. I want to say, if
Wow,
I
this
get
is
this one chance,
sorry you're being attacked here, Aaron.
No.
He's
This is
tuning out.
not
Go
gonna be an
ahead.
attack.
no,
Go
let
ahead.
me
Go
be
ahead.
clear, and Matt, let me just say one more thing. Aaron's also very attractive. So, Aaron, I live in LA too. Hello.
All right,
Wow.
mute him, please. I'm taking senior staff on this.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, what I want to say is, I am, and this is a genuine from the heart, like deep felt. I did read the whole like article
Oh,
that he
cool.
did with the thing. Um, just knowing, and it's the fact, it's one of those little details. Just knowing that the different creators of Lower Decks, of Prodigy, of Star Trek, Picard, of all of them are talking and actually wanting to have a cohesive understanding of what's going on in the universe at the time these shows are taking place, and have put so much love and thought into it. Obviously, we see it with Lower Decks a lot, but it's just so nice to know that those behind the scenes things are being taken like into consideration, and that there is a reason for doing it, not just because these creators want to throw out nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. So I want to say a deep thank you, and for you to be able to, if he's still here, I don't even know, but like to give the whole rundown.
You've scared him away. That's okay. That's
But it was
okay.
such a deeply like that. Really, I had so many people I sent that to say the same thing. That it's so nice to be able to hear and fully see what's going on. In like
That was
just
really
a
touching.
straightforward. It was great to like. I loved that. So thank you so much for that, and thank you for taking so much care of the canon that we love so much and having fun with it.
And those cannons are heavy to carry around, so if Aaron's like taking care of
Seriously.
it, like goodness. Marcel, what did you think of this episode overall?
I really liked this episode. I was really pleased to finally figure out what the diviner wanted, what was his mission overall. But my favorite thing about this episode was two things. I love when that freaking kitty took the robot's head off. The only thing I would have changed about that, the only thing that I would have changed about that is that I didn't like the representation where they blanked out the screen and they showed her its claws. What I would have done is I would have focused on her face, and I would have just shown the hand going up, and then just focus on her face, not even show her taking his head off. But uh, that was my only negative about that scene. The last thing that I really enjoyed was seeing the diviner's life get sucked out of him. I thought that was awesome. I
That
thought
was
that
a
was
really
so
that was
cool.
very satisfying. I love
And
this. I love these adamantium claws or whatever they are that you can totally cut like cut that. And then this scene, this is like what I've been waiting for. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the Cation Kitty. I think it's something just like I have an orange.
it's
I have an
correct. It's correct.
It's just correct. Yeah, it's like
Um,
I have an orange tabby, so
yeah. Also, one more thing. Dal has been really ticking me off this season. I don't like him. I think he's selfish. I don't like him.
We weren't sure.
Wait, you still
You
think that
did.
after the
Well,
last
hold
two
up,
episodes?
hold up.
Oh, okay.
hold
Sorry,
it.
sorry.
Wait.
Sorry.
You gotta
I thought
wait.
you sounded like you stopped your thought. I don't know. Go
No.
on. Go on. Carry on.
What do I do all the time? I always give you a wait. I always give you.
Yeah, you do. You do this
So,
all the time.
Look, with that being said, you guys know that I've been very, very negative. I don't like him. But I thought that in this episode, he really, really matured, and he really sort of started becoming the person that I wanted him to be from the very beginning.
And when a hero
And,
comes along,
I know, and the thing, I know, and like my favorite thing was seeing his emotional reaction to what was happening to see his emotional reaction to what was happening to Gwen.
oh my
I
gosh,
really, I really, really thought that the voice actor, whoever he is,
Brett Gray.
Brett Gray. I'm sorry.
No, it's
um,
okay.
Did a really great picture. Did a great job. Like I could just feel the emotion in his voice. He did a great job with that. And this scene also gives me hope that one day they're gonna be put together. I hope.
I think there's definitely something like budding
Oh,
there
for
for
sure,
sure. Yeah, there's
I hope.
there's at least a deep tenderness. Which, by the way, I have a deep tenderness and
Oh,
affection for all of you.
Aw.
But a
You are
little
so
deeper
sweet,
for
fluffy
me.
boy.
Even for you,
Yeah,
yes,
and
especially for you, Patrick.
and
Girl,
if
I know.
Yeah, and if I don't mention this, I feel really remiss. Seeing proper Janeway again was awesome. It was really, really awesome.
Aw.
I thought we were gonna see Jacote this season, but apparently not.
I kind of
Um,
like that. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like that they're drawing out the long form, subtle, like what happened to him. He's obviously 50 years in the past now, so
Oh
now he's
well,
like, there's technically two Chakotay's,
wait. The Protostar is from around this time.
but it was taken back and then lost in time. That was what his article also cleared up. I
Oh,
also
okay,
really
okay, okay.
appreciate
No,
getting
but
that cleared up.
are you talking about the one on Trek movie?
Yeah.
I was still very confused. I was like, is that Chakotay 50 years in the future Chakotay?
That's how I took it because they said that they brought it back and then the Protostar got lost.
Oh, let's
who?
just.
Wait a minute,
I hope
wait a
they're
minute,
married.
wait a
My
minute.
understanding is
Who brought
the
it back?
Protostar was Chakotay's ship around this time, around this era or this time. The Diviner comes back in time, grabs the Protostar, and then goes back again in time to 17 years before, and it gets lost. I don't
So
know.
what I got was that Chakotay went out around this time, went to the Delta Quadrant,
Aaron, here we go.
and okay, that does
Aaron's
okay,
letting
so
us
this is
know.
what I'm getting.
Yes.
No,
This is what I'm
yes.
getting, and Aaron, please let me know if I'm wrong. This is just spitballing. Chakotay went out with this new protostar to explore the Delta Quadrant. So it was just going back to touch base with all the people that Janeway had met, basically. 50 years goes by. He obviously gets lost because the Diviner had taken the ship and then gone back in time to where we're now seeing. So from what I'm seeing, there is one Chakotay out there with the protostar that is exploring, and then the other protostar also fell back and got lost and ended up on Tars Lamora.
We're meant to be confused, so I'll just be confused.
But that's at least what I could be
Matt,
wrong.
you just
Maybe
used-
it was just the Diviner.
Now, I went to doctor school, and you just used so many words. I was like, I don't know what just happened. What just happened?
How about the technobabble that Rock Talk gave this episode? I was like, oh my gosh, I actually like watched it like a couple of times because I was like, yay! Like there's like technobabble.
That has been my biggest. So two things I want to just. One, that is, I think, with Discovery and Picard and everything, I think they're getting away from the technobabble. You know, Lower Decks has obviously brought it in because it's Lower Decks and it's such a great homage to the fans. But it feels like they're getting away from being a more educated for the sake of being more actiony, which is totally, you know, an artistic choice.
Discovery has a lot of technobabble, dude.
But they do now. In the early seasons, though, like saying it's a time crystal and saying like things like that, they could have just said, "Oh, it's, you know, a chronoton lattice structure," and then been like, "Well, we'll just call it a time." Like it just felt like there was a lot
I
of
like
hand-waving.
chronoton lattice structure. Wow, like Patrick's like, let me turn.
not chronoton lattice structure.
I love it though.
No.
All I'm saying is, I really appreciated that. I also did. You guys catch that right before hologram Janeway ripped out his, you know, life support tubule?
Yeah, that thing.
You hear the computer say that one of the whatever
Security protocols,
protocol 34 has been removed. So Janeway like became lethal. Like she like had her, you know, safeties turned off, basically.
Yeah, she like literally.
Bonnie Gordon, the voice of the computer. Shout out to her.
Yeah, she's
Bless
awesome.
her.
She's also
a huge Trek fan, and she plays Star Trek Adventures.
Yes.
She doesn't just do TTRPG, she does Star Trek Adventures.
I will also say, I was kind of way back when, and this was like maybe a decade ago, they had said, girl, you need to go back farther than that. They had said that they had enough of Majel Barrett's voice to fully synthesize like dialogue, and I'm wondering why. Maybe it's probably one of those legal action things that they just haven't been able to, whoever had them isn't releasing them or whatever. But I would love to be able to have an Easter egg where we get a ship and we get to hear Majel. I would never want it to be like one of those CGI things that they do, you know, like they did in Star Wars with what's his face. They brought him back to life, but I would love to just hear her voice as the computer again. I think that would be such a like. I don't know. I would saw. I would.
Yeah, I don't see why. I don't see why they couldn't, because Rod Roddenberry has at least a voice in new Star Trek. I mean, he's an executive producer on all of new Star Trek.
Matt,
and he's.
sorry.
And he's, Majel Barrett is his mother, so I don't understand. Like, if somebody would have.
It might just be creepy, but also Matt, it just might be creepy. Like he's like, I don't want to hear my mom. I don't want to hear my mom's voice. Like on it. Like I don't know. But the other thing
I don't think that's it.
I don't think that's it. But you know the project that's happening where they're building a virtual replica, a full size virtual digital replica.
The one that CBS fully quashed with an NDA
that
and
was
no longer allowed to be talked about.
No, that was the Enterprise D one. That was really cool. I never actually got to like go into it, but they're doing one for the Enterprise A, the Constitution or the Constitution refit.
What do you mean?
And it's gonna house like the Roddenberry archive. So apparently like you'll be able to go into this virtual full size model of a ship. It's like the most detailed ever reproduction of a ship. I bet you that the computer voice will be Majel Barrett's.
I hope it. I hope
so
it
too.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
it's really
dude.
cool. Yeah,
she's one of my favorite people in the world.
She is a queer icon. Fact.
I still say I want to
Troy?
I want to do a Loxana Troy drag cosplay for a convention, just at least once in my life.
Oh wow!
Go to Chicago,
wow.
girl. Go to Chicago.
I subscribe to my OnlyFans.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna send tips.
Go to Chicago.
We want you in Chicago. Like that's
girl. I got the sweet.
Anyway, this is. Yeah,
I feel like you're really close.
Also, isn't it like walking distance from Ohio? Like, can't you just like
For
walk
real,
there? Like,
for real.
We'll put you up in one.
Well,
Okay, we're not gonna talk about it now. We'll talk about it. We're not gonna embarrass Matt now. We'll talk about it offline. But you have a place to stay. Patrick's got the party suite. We're gonna party there. It's gonna be amazing. Like it's gonna be really cool. Perverine says, I love that. Yay, that would have drew. Oh, that's not what I meant to highlight. Sorry, it's this one. So yes, Cation Kitty's a badass. I wanted Kitty to be a part of the crew. I'm glad Kitty's not a part of the crew. Actually, I think it's. I mean, maybe later, maybe we'll run into the Kitty again. But I like that the Kitty's a part of the new crew of the Rev 12. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's see here.
And could be set up for the leader. That seemed to be the most competent one too.
Right,
So.
it's true. Well, you know, it's like it's a cat, the orange kid, Acacian. I mean, like it's a cat. That poor sweet Dreadnought. I can't believe they would do that to the cutest and most popular character. By the way, Dreadnought's probably like easily resurrected, but I mean, I think that's so. Let me ask you. So the Diviner story. There was a question in here, which is, do we think that the Diviner, the younger version of the Diviner, is on his planet? So I think we've seen the last of the Diviner as like a sane person. Obviously, you can't recover from the Medusan insanity, right? So he's just going to be on Tars Lamora on the asteroid, digging around. But there is possibly 50 years. I mean, we don't know how old the Diviner is, but it could be that Gwen could meet her father and change his life in the past, like maybe in the future. So who knows what that could be.
We could also destroy the Protostar, and then we have another Protostar because.
Do we have a time loop?
It's too bad that Gwen
Destination
forgot
Paradox?
everything. You know, it's going to be interesting to see her regain the memories, because obviously she needs to regain the memories, because if not, like things are going to go horribly. You know, so
No,
so
so
On
you
the
say
Dauntless.
that, but people actually have theorized that it actually happens, that it does set, and that's what sets the synths off for Picard, is this like virus that the Protostar has.
Well, didn't they confirm in Star Trek Picard that it was the Romulans that did that? That did it on purpose so that they would attack and then ban all synthetic life.
I don't think we ever found out definitively. I think it's safe to assume that Commodore O was behind it, but I don't think we ever found out definitively.
Well, okay, let's also be clear about one thing.
What Commodore?
I was going to say, I don't think the producers at the time knew exactly what they were supposed to be closing up at the end of season.
Hold up.
By the way, Akiva Goldsman is in the chat right now, and he's saying,
No way.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
wait. If he really is, though, check this out. If he really was, I would totally figure out because I got.
No, this is true. Matt's actually not wrong. They did admit, I think, in an article
didn't know what they were.
That they didn't have everything planned out, but it still works for me. But I just don't think we ever got a reference
and it was incredible, to.
Yeah, I don't think we ever got a reference to. No, I don't think we got a definitive answer as to who was behind it. So Patrick, that theory could hold up. That might, or they could have gotten a hold of the code and used it to.
And then we're going to find out that Control was also involved.
No.
For real though, I do think that everyone's talking about how the series are going to cross over. I do think it's already happening. I really do. I think that it is all going to tie into each other at some point.
I think that,
Alex Kurtzman is purposely being coy about it.
Genius. Sorry,
I still have this, and honestly, now that I'm just gonna soapbox for a second, also because this might be my only chance. I still say if you had a short Trek series based like a Scully and Mulder type that was based in the Department of Temporal Investigation, where they jumped around investigating things, and that would also give them the chance to go back and explain and be like, wait, I didn't think they were using holographic interfaces, and be like, well, they technically had it. It's just some captains decided not to use it. Or like, oh yeah, Starfleet used to have holographic communications, but then the Romulans were able to hack into it, so they stopped using holographic communications until after the Dominion War. Like, it would give them a chance to like tie up all these little loose ends.
Stitch everything together.
It's just my 2 cents. It's out there. Cool. It's an idea. I would love to see. And it could be just short treks, like little 15-minute things where they pop in and out, and a great crossover. Anyway.
Good point here from Jill. So it turns out admirals can captain starships. She was in the center seat, as she should be. Janeway's like, oh, those Kirk and Picard have such narrow minds. They think they have to be captains to be in the captain seat, but not me.
Those captains care a little bit more about protocol than you do, because you, Janeway, would do whatever you want.
Oh, you're talking to Janeway directly right now. Yeah. You know, there is the right way, the wrong way, and the Janeway. Which, by the way, shout out to the Janeway podcast. It's one of the horniest podcasts out there. Just go listen to it. It's a lot of fun.
Oh my god,
it is. It's very. But so is Star Trek Voyager. So say love you.
Excuse me. Are we besmirching the good name of Catherine Janeway?
I'm not. I love her.
All I
said,
it
sounds like we're besmirching.
All I said, Patrick, was Janeway has a very particular way of command where she doesn't necessarily do things by the book all the time.
There's the right way. There's the wrong way.
And then there's the Janeway. It's simple as that. Textrek says they told us that casting before the show premiered, David David will be the Andorian first officer, and Jason Alexander will be. It's
David Diggs is the name of the guy.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He's the he was in Hamilton. He's also on Central Park. But yes, and Jason Alexander's the Hellray Doctor.
And I
completely forgot. Yeah, it's really cool that Jason Alexander.
He's such a nerd, and he just loves Star Trek.
Very, very, very cool. I forgot totally about all that casting announcement. There's so much more. There's 10 more episodes, people. This is only the mid-season.
There's 40. There's 30 more episodes.
Yeah, 40.
Oh, yeah. What? Wait, in season
they signed
1?
on for.
No. Season 2 has 20. Okay. And Aaron confirmed that season 2 is also a 20-episode season.
I love 20 episode seasons, even if it's a cheat,
Oh.
even if it's a cheat and they're only half-hour episodes, so it's the same as a 10 episode season of 1 hour episode. I still love it. I still love getting like 20 little stories. It's very cool. Let's see here. Here's some advice for you, Matt. And I agree with this. Act like yourself around kids. It's easy.
Oh, that's an awful idea for me.
That's an awful idea.
I respect where it's coming from.
That's an awful idea.
So you don't
But
have
that man has an OnlyFans.
I was gonna say, and I'm not exactly.
You don't have.
I've been told I probably shouldn't be around kids.
Wow.
You don't have
By the
nieces
court.
and nephews.
You don't have
No.
nieces and nephews?
I'm an only child.
You know, because I
Loving
used to
nieces
think,
and nephews.
yeah, I used to think I wasn't a fan of kids until like my brother, I had kids, and now like I love my brother's kids so much because I love him so much. You know.
Yeah, I understand that.
I have a ton of godchildren. People like to give me their children in case they die, and so so I love the kids too. But I can respect, like, you know, like when there's times where I'm just like, you know, it's just nice to be
Hand them back.
Yeah, just
Not
hand them
my
back.
vibe.
Exactly, that's true. Prodigy is turning out to be in the top tier of all-time animated shows, right up there with Avatar, The Last Airbender.
What?
Big words.
What?
Dude,
What
wow,
are you
dude,
talking
wow.
I have a secret.
What?
I've
Go ahead.
never seen a Last Airbender.
I have a secret too. I've only seen the M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, really? The Last Airbender
What?
is so good, dude.
It really is. It's well worth a bit. I binged it over the first quarantine. The very like after Tiger King, I went into that.
Nice.
It was great.
The Anxious Trekkie, great name. It says, "Oh, hello, boys."
Like very same. That's why I take Prozac.
Well, also Paul did want to say hello to everyone and how
Hey,
thrilled he was.
Paul.
He said he's missing the stream, but he says hello and he wants to tell everyone he is, you know, thinking of you and is thrilled about the Dauntless and Captain Janeway. So,
By the way,
Paul,
so
I
sweet.
hate him, and I
Wow.
don't like him, and I hope I never see him again.
I can
Wow.
do that on Twitter. I do it all the time.
Wow. That's just some personal beef. By the way, Trek on the Tube also Trek on the Tube also sends his regards. He couldn't be here today. He was just put in charge of a new department, and so yeah, that took
Congratulations.
Making the
congratulations.
monies.
Making it rain. It's true. So he didn't do a video today like he normally does his little reaction video, so I did it instead, and it's
Yeah.
hilarious. Go check that out.
Oh, I didn't say it. I have to say it.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways, he also, I don't know what he thinks of this episode. I'm still waiting to find out. So I think he's gonna like it though, because he's a huge Voyager fan, and there was a lot of Voyager love here. The Anxious Trekkie is saying the USS Dauntless uniforms look like an evolution of the Lower Decks uniforms. Yeah, I was trying to place, but are they exactly like the future All Good Things uniforms? So they had that. I forgot that they had the little whatchamahoots.
So- And this is why I'm still not 100% sold on the fact that it's not an alternate reality, just because they have paid homage to it so closely. But that interview did also say that this is a, you know, one of the ones that is floating around. It's just after Lower Decks. It's right before Picard. And they said that we will start seeing the Picard era uniforms with
Can we
like
do-
the block, you know,
Yeah.
that color block and the gold and everything. We will start seeing those be integrated into Star Trek Prodigy.
Yeah,
So
can we
these
just
are, you know,
yeah, can we just say it? Can we just say where they really are? Come on, everybody knows where they really are. Come on,
The couple
everybody knows.
universe too.
Everybody knows where they really are because the beaming effects. I know this is really slim as hell. But
Okay.
this is slim as hell. I acknowledge this. But the beaming effects are the same beaming effects as they are in the Kelvin timeline. So that's my stick, and I'm running with it.
I mean, I get what you're saying, and they are not the same beam-in effects that they use in Picard. That is a
No,
good
they're
point.
not. No, they're not.
And
So
it's supposed to happen at about the same time.
and Michael Giacchino is the theme
Yeah,
Well,
But
well,
I
it's
don't. I've considered that that's a thing, but I don't think it really is. I don't think it's in the
I don't
Nami
think they can. So here's the thing: is I don't
I
think
can
they're
hope.
allowed to do anything in the timeline. Like I don't think J.J. Abrams allowed the license to be.
No, I mean, JJ is pretty much divorced from Star Trek at this point. JJ has
Yeah,
left
but I
Star
mean,
Trek.
I don't.
divorced.
But I mean,
My
I don't know
goodness.
if they still have access to his like his was technically that was the whole big thing a while
No,
ago.
but
Now with
yeah,
the
but
merger, they might have changed it. I don't
yeah,
know.
but the thing about, but if you actually, here's a very interesting thing. A lot of 85% of the employees who work for Secret Hideout, which is Alex Kurtzman's production company, like 85% of those people, they worked on the JJ films. Like about 85% of them came over from the film. So I'm like, why not let them do it? If they want to do it, let them do it.
Here's the thing: is that now that CBS and Viacom are joined, so CBS and Paramount are really the same thing.
Right. Yeah.
They can do whatever they want. But
Yeah, that's right.
to be fair, Prodigy was announced before that happened, but that doesn't mean they didn't change things. I've considered that it could be true, but I don't think it is. I hope it's not.
It would also explain the shape of the nacelles and how much wider they are on the Protostar.
Oh, they're clearly some JJ Trek nacelles, but I just think that they're taking inspiration from that.
Yeah, I do too.
Dom is clarifying something from earlier. So he thinks the diviner came from 2433, came back into the past, grabs the Protostar, but the plan goes awry and the Protostar is lost further in the past. So that might be a thing. But where do you guys think? What's your best guess on where Chakotay and the crew are? I actually thought like Jason Alexander and the other actors were going to be the Protostar crew, but now you're right.
But they already said that they weren't going to be. They said they already announced.
Oh, okay.
About
I didn't know. I
missed
that. I missed that announcement.
During the break between the 2-5 episode,
gotcha.
That they were not going to be the crew,
the original Protostar.
The Protostar, yeah.
I am wondering. So the only person we've seen, it has said that. Oh, that's a good point. The Protostar does have a low registry. They've said already that the Protostar is designed for a minimal crew, and we have.
So it could have just been Chakotay, right? Yeah.
Any other people on the ship besides Chakotay and the Janeway hologram? So he might have been lost, or he's. I think that he's in prison somewhere, or he's stranded somewhere, and they're going to find him, and that'll be a whole thing too. Or. Well, no, I don't think that's
say it.
We heard the whole diviner being Chakotay theory. I don't think
it's that. I think we can rule that. Braxton, any ideas where Chakotay? What do you think? What's your theory on Chakotay?
Dude, I'm not an ideas guy, dude. I have no idea.
What do you? Okay, that's.
I have no idea.
That's
I'm just gonna be along for the ride. Whatever they do, they do.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't actually love Chakotay as a character, So like, I kind of really don't care, I loved this episode. Like when I think about this episode, I think of like when they got the Rev 12 like together, and it was like taken off, and then it like shot out of the atmosphere in like that like red streak, dude. I thought that was
it was cool.
And then I also loved when Cation Kitty like did like this, and was like, and like, we didn't see the swipe, but like we knew that the swipe was coming, dude. Like I had been watching some videos on Mumbai lately, and that led me into attacks by big cats. And dude, I had watched this video of this like dude. He was like looking for this tiger in like this like grassy field, and he was like on an elephant like in India. And dude, and like the tiger was like in the grass, dude, and then it struck. It ran up, dude, and it like jumped up as tall as the elephant, dude. And it like.
Do you know if tigers wiggle their butts the same way cats do before they pounce? Like, do you think that happens?
I hope
like,
so.
I love that little. Do you know what I'm talking about, right? Little cat and kitty wiggle.
Tigers are kitties. Tigers are kitties.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, there was a story this morning. Florida man. It's so embarrassing. A Florida man at the Naples Zoo in Naples, Florida, stuck his arm in a tiger cage, which was well barricaded. You had to like intentionally do this, and the tiger ate hand off.
Good.
That's
And-
not surprising.
Yeah,
What
and
a
you know what?
moron.
Let me tell you what the worst part is. They unfortunately they had to shoot the tiger because the tiger wasn't letting
Of
go.
course they did.
Yeah,
That's what always happens. That's
yeah,
what these
and it's.
assholes
I
need
wish
to
they had
realize.
shot the dude. Honestly, I'm so sorry. It's like
What a moron.
yeah, it's like
What a
terrible.
moron.
Yeah. So,
Mm.
anyways, Florida man, I apologize for the place where I
Floridians?
live. Yeah,
By the way,
Floridians. I've
by
heard.
the way, Floridians cannot drive at all. I don't
No.
care what you say. Nobody in Florida knows how to drive.
No.
I'm just gonna
Florida
sit on my
can't-
hands.
Most of them can't read either. I mean, like most of them.
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! We could.
I'm kidding. I'm
Floridians
in
are so
Ohio.
good.
Okay, I am in Ohio. So let's
Which
just-
is the worst state, by the way.
Wow.
Oh,
Arthur
Ohio,
said.
number one state that
Trash
people
of
become an
America.
astronaut to leave the planet once they live in.
Oh, is that
I'm just
right?
saying.
Exactly.
I didn't know
We
that.
have
Oh,
big
that's
John
We have
Glenn.
made more astronauts. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Anyway.
How apropos you're wearing your NASA shirt. That's cool. Your NASA hoodie. That's so cool. I hope DVD release have lots of bonus features to give us a reason to buy them and learn more about the series. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Blu-ray on that one.
No, I'm not.
Don wants to know. Wait, it was Security Protocol 34. Isn't that a different type of command for the holodeck? I don't know.
I would have to, because I do believe it was 34. I have not looked into if we've heard it before, so I'm not sure if it's just like Security Protocol 34 just happens to be like the safeties, the official name of the safeties, or if it was something else and it was good timing.
Google.
By the way, Cerulean Blue says, I found 3 of you on Twitter. We usually shout it out at the end, but if everyone could just give your Twitter handles, if you don't mind. Braxton, you're Leviathan
026.
026. I'll remember that one day. You could find Marcelo at Creek Fanatic 88. I feel like, right?
Yep, that's right.
Patrick, what's your screen name on Twitter?
It doesn't
you have
matter.
2. Oh wow.
It doesn't matter.
There's a regular one and then his alt.
I don't have an alt. Don't you wish though? Don't you wish? I know she wishes. It's PDP. That's Patrick Double Penetration does track on Twitter.
By the way, that stands for Dale Patterson, which I love the name Dale. In Miami, would say Dolly. And then you can find Matt on Twitter as Juzel_Ricks.
Dude, I feel like we're like ending the show now. Dude.
No, I know. That's like our.
They were just asking.
Yeah, they were just asking, so I just had to.
The children want to know.
The children want to know.
Inquiring minds should not inquire as far as they probably need to.
Dude, I gotta rebooze. Hold on.
Let's talk about the Zero scene a little bit. So we have a comment. Zero should have warned the kids not to look, but I feel like that would have given the diviner a chance not to look.
No, but actually,
But what do you guys? What did you guys
I think they clearly knew not to look.
Yeah, except for Gwen, who was compelled. She wanted to see, but I would want to see too.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. The whole thing I have to look into Medusans more. I honestly, genuinely have not gone back and watched that TOS episode.
Is
But
there
at the
no
same-
beauty? Is there in truth no beauty? Is the episode you want to go watch? I think I said it right this time.
Is there no beauty in truth?
Oh, okay. Is there no beauty in truth?
No, I actually think Starfleet Boy was right. So hail. Yeah.
I never get it right, so I don't know actually. Text Track will correct me in just a second. But anyways, that's the episode to go back and look at. There's not like a ton. I got it right. Text Track says I got it right.
Yeah.
So anyways, now I don't remember what I said.
sweet victory.
Is there no truth and beauty?
Okay.
Is there in truth no beauty?
Is there in truth?
Anyways, that episode, all we really learn is that they're excellent navigators. 1, they're non-corporeal. 2, the sight of them can drive most humanoids or most corporeal people mad. The sight of their true self, and that they're telepathic. So that's, I think, pretty much all we know about the Medusans. So I feel like this show is really the show that's defining or further defining or like expanding on the Medusan story. So we're seeing them, and this is the first time we've seen a Medusan with no, like, Medusans have always lived in like boxes as far as we've seen, or some kind of container. This here is Zero, uncontained, unleashed, full glory. This was a thrilling scene for me. I don't know, like, something about it is just like just so moving. And then the performance that the actor gave, the voice performance, because the whole time during the whole series they're like soft spoken, very gentle, very kind, and here I could feel the anger, and I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it right now, where he's like, "You use me," like he was yelling, and it was amazing. I did not expect I mean, this show continually gets me to say, I did not expect to see this in a kid show, and I definitely didn't expect to see this. It was glorious. This was like probably one of my favorite moments in all of Star Trek. I have to think about it a lot. I suffer from recency bias, but
you gotta be kidding me.
But it was super it was super moving, and also just like it was cathartic in a way, because we all can relate to being used at some point, and not to the degree that maybe Zero was used, but like we can all relate to that. And just like the justice, like, I don't know, it was just like very poetic. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, this scene was very, very, like for me, this was the highlight of the whole season. Seeing the Diviner, who I thought was really, really underwritten this season. I thought he was I did not like the way he was written at all. I'm sorry, Aaron, if you're still watching, but I wanted a little bit more. I wanted a lot more backstory on the Diviner, and I wanted him to be a little bit more evil. But that being said, I did like the way that they fried his brain at the end. That was just cool.
Yeah, he was totally gone.
And I will also point out, somebody you pulled up saying that Medusans were mentioned in Picard.
In Picard, that's right.
They were also mentioned in Discovery, because they were mentioned because Admiral Vance says that they've looked into all species that were capable of creating something like the DMA.
Ooh, dang.
And
Medusans.
He said the Iconians, the Medusans, the I forget all the different ones, but he does list Medusans there. So clearly they're not just non-corporeal and everything. They are capable of doing, they're capable of making the DMA as far as Starfleet's concerned. Which always then was kind of weird to me, because I was like, well, if they're that powerful, why couldn't Zero just and fix the whole thing? But you kind of have to have a plot or whatever.
Totally.
Maybe they're only that powerful 900 years in the future. 800?
Do we have other examples?
I won't dig on Discovery.
Do we have other examples in Star Trek of double phasering?
Oh, wow.
We do.
That sounded dirty. Say that again.
Oh, wow.
That sounded too dirty.
Other Starfleet officers, there's probably something in Starfleet that's you're not supposed to do that, because it loses, you're not supposed to double hand two pistols either.
Dude, but the thing is, Dal cannot fight. Dal is totally a punk. Before he beamed out, they were like, "Ooh, Dal, what's your plan?" He's like, "Ooh, I'll let you know what I got."
He's a wuss.
And so,
I also had to laugh because, did you notice when he had the phasers on and he was fighting on Tars Lamor, or on wherever the ship was, and he was trying to fire at the little skittery things? He missed 6 times before he managed to hit one. So I was like, all right, maybe a little phaser practice might not be bad.
Text Trek is saying he's fighting you. He says Vance did not say Medusans.
I think he said Organians and Q.
Matt's like, I'm gonna go watch the episode right now.
Because now I want to. Because this whole time I've been thinking. No, I could be wrong. I fully admit I could be wrong, but I swear I heard him. Because at that point I was like, oh, Medusans, and then they had that. So
I love Father's brain. He just pulls he's not looking this up. Archer double phase pistol and broken bow. I didn't realize it.
See, that's why.
That's right. He's right. No, but you know what the best thing about Father is? He's like a living, breathing memory alpha. It's crazy.
Love that.
That guy, anytime I have any
we're giving him
Star Trek.
We're giving him a little too much credit.
No, I'm completely serious. Anytime I have any question about any Star Trek, anything having to do with Star Trek, he's where I go.
All right. Yeah, me too.
Which is fair.
Kind of. There's a group. I go with a panel. I feel like everyone has their expertise. Like you guys. This is the Dauntless, which we last saw in Voyager, which was a fake ship. I love Matt's reaction, which is a fake ship. Matt, tell us about the Dauntless, please.
So, as the resident ship whore,
Yeah.
The original Dauntless was made to lure, in case anybody doesn't know, was made to lure Lure, not Lore, Data's brother, lure Voyager to be assimilated by the Borg. Basically, they were supposed to leave Voyager and get on this ship, and then the alien that made it was going to send them to the Borg instead of sending them home. So it ends up being that, that ship takes the alien and it backfires and he gets assimilated, and you see the Borg coming in, getting him at the end. So that was the last we saw. But Voyager did in the episode take detailed schematics and of the slipstream drive, the coaxial warp drive, the whole thing. And so apparently they took that back, and when Voyager was being taken apart and studied for her time in the Delta Quadrant, they came up with those blueprints. And this actually, and you probably don't have a picture, but Rick Sternbach did the original concept of USS Voyager, and the aft of this is basically almost a very similar design to what the original Voyager concept was going to be. You just see the more, actually the whole ship kind of looks like it, but you see more of that Dauntless impulse engines and stuff in the front. So,
Very cool.
Apparently it's real now.
Yeah, I don't like the design of the ship.
You don't like it? I love it. I think it's crazy looking.
Yeah, it looks a little bit, I don't know. Looks kind of...
It looks very aerodynamic.
Yeah, well, again, I'm not a ship guy, so...
I think I have here a picture of the concept Voyager that you were talking about, right?
I do not like that either.
A similar angle. Yeah, I do like the way that Voyager turned out. Turned out in the end, but I think this is an interesting concept for a ship. It's like an interesting, like a very thin profile or whatnot. But yeah, it's not a typical. It's definitely not typical. By the way, Dom was pointing out. Gotta say, the first thing about this episode was when the miners first communicate and the two miners declare their love to each other. I love that scene. I actually screenshotted them because I thought they were so adorable. And he's like, I've been waiting to say this to you. What was he? Oh, here it is.
I've had all these thoughts and all these feelings.
And then, and then Del just goes, okay, guys, let's deal with this later.
Well, yeah, I mean, we got to they got to mount a rescue. But here, let me see. I've been holding in these thoughts and feelings, and there they are. They're hugging each other, and one's a Cyclops. Yeah, it's very cool.
They are at it again. Get your liberal bullshit out of my scope. As someone recently told me on Twitter.
Wow. Oh, let me know who said that. I'm ready.
But I mean, you can have thoughts and feelings and they not be romantic.
I know.
We've been here working on this, mining colony for like years, and
the way they're holding hands, though, I feel like there was more. But they should have they could have expressed those. Yeah, they want.
They also.
I just realized where Scissor Sisters comes from now, the band name. That's crazy. I didn't realize that until just now. That's crazy. Wow.
I would like to point. Did anybody else get Monsters Inc. vibes from them? Like the whole suit and everything.
Yeah.
And like that we get a 4801 or 4801 or whatever. Yeah. They reminded me of those cleansing people. Yeah.
I agree with Joel. Now we need a goth hologram Spock and a goth hologram Janeway to do something together. I think that's a good idea. I like goth I need a goth hologram version of me. I feel like that might be a really cool thing. Next time, maybe I'll dress up as that. So we got confirmation here. Dom saying Vance mentions the Metrons, the Iconians, the Nacine, and the Q. So
it was the Metrons and the Nacine. Thank you. You're right. So
Dom with the hot voice. Thank you. If you've ever heard Dom's voice.
Dom does have a hot voice. It's true,
dude,
Dom.
Patrick's coming on to everybody tonight, dude. Who's coming on?
Have you ever followed him on Twitter?
Patrick's an equal opportunity.
Oh.
Wow, dude.
Any and all of you may date me.
Any and all.
Wait, is that a threat or is it a promise? Is that like you
Yes.
may go outside and die tomorrow? It's like is that
Yes.
like you may date you sometime? Like by accident? Do I trip and fall into this?
Is there
Like
any
an open sewer grate?
You wish.
so at Starfleet Boy we like to keep it at an hour, and it looks like we're definitely coming up to the hour if we're not talking about the episode. But Braxton, would you like to let us know any of your final thoughts and a rating? By the way, my rating's an 11 for this, and I don't have any final thoughts except to say that like I'm so excited for the next season, and I'm just bummed that we have to wait till like probably fall of next year before we get the next.
I am not bummed
even though there's a
God.
ton of Star Trek to keep us busy between here and there. So
I'll be happy to have Discovery back.
Oh,
yeah,
thank God.
Discovery-
Thank you.
That's next week. Discovery's coming back.
Dude, I need some Michael Burnham, dude. I need
Yes,
my Michael fix, dude.
I am so happy you said that, Braxton, because I could not be more happy to see Discovery come back. Oh my God. Oh, thank God. No more Prodigy discussion for at least another year. Thank God.
Wow. Wow.
No more
Damn.
Prodigy for another year. Thank
Dang.
God.
And that also means that we don't do much Janeway.
No, but the thing is, no, but look.
You
look,
do on
okay,
Star Trek Online, by the way.
Yeah.
It's true. I did play through them.
You did? Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
you did.
So
Play-
I've enjoyed this first half season. I think that the show is absolutely beautiful. I did not like Doll for most of the season, but I did
Oh,
like it in these
guy's a
last two
moron.
episodes. I think this is a super interesting story. I enjoy Rock Talk. I think Rock Talk is my favorite character. But yeah, dude. Are we doing rating chat, dude, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I will give this an 8.6.
Right on.
This is probably my favorite episode of the season, But yeah, totally loved it.
Excellent. Real quick, before we go on to Matt, I do think that Murph is a baby Nasine,
Oh, wow.
the caretaker. That's my theory. But Aaron Walkie, who was so kind to be in the chat with you guys earlier and with us.
I love her.
I don't know if his girlfriend or his wife, by the way.
Is he married, actually?
I feel like he's married. I don't know. I saw her. I
If
saw
not,
something.
just tell Patrick he is.
But also, we're in a modern world, so maybe they're. Anyways, we're not getting into that. We're not getting into that. That's after Dark Charger. But anyways, the Anxious Trekkie. I agree. I think although Aaron Walkie suggests the only thing that puts a kink or a wrench in this idea is that Aaron Walkie, who's here, suggested that it's that Murph is a reference from something outside of what's been broadcast. So
He
since
said it may be the most obscure Star Trek reference ever.
right.
So I feel like the Nasine,
might not.
although it's fair.
It's obscure, but
kind
I
of
don't know. I don't think it's gonna be the Nasine, but I'd like that. That's a pretty cool idea.
Oh my God, isn't my cat so beautiful? Like, look
Yeah.
how like.
Oh, I'm gonna go get my cat now. Matt, what did you think? Final thoughts, rather, I should say, and any ratings if you'd like to give them. By the way, they can be ridiculous if you want. If you don't want to give a rating.
Hey, honestly, I thought this was such a great episode. It showed like the kids growing up. Obviously I felt the same way about Doll. Most of the series, Rock Talk really was killing me there. But at the same time, they are kids. They were supposed to be seeing them grow and learn and develop. And I think they really did. And even besides the incredible character developments that they had, which they did, like just seeing a new starship and Admiral Janeway, like I have to give it a 10 out of 10. Like it has to be. I have time travel, I have a new ship, and I have Janeway. Like that is all I care about in Star Trek. And the Enterprise E, but we're never going to see another Sovereign class, so I've accepted.
We will. No, we're going to see it in Picard season 2 or 3, so we'll totally see it. Yes, we'll see it. Yes. I like that's like keeping his expectations low. Patrick, final thoughts and ratings.
I don't like Star Trek.
Here she
I
goes.
didn't like this episode.
Are you
No.
Are you quitting Star Trek? Are you?
Oh my
quitting
God! Don't they
Are you
wish?
burning your sweater? Is that what?
By the way, shout out to I Quit Star Trek. I Quit Star Trek podcast. Are you burning your sweater? Is that what you said, Matt?
Yeah.
No,
Lighting it on fire.
I adored this episode. I give it a 74.656.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh.
We
dude.
love
Which is
that.
47 backwards. 74 is 47 backwards, so it's super meta and cool. I like that. Marcelo, final thoughts and a rating.
As you guys know, who have been watching these reviews, I have not been pleased with Star Trek Prodigy as a whole. But yes, yes,
Marcelo
you guys
hates
know,
Star
and
Trek.
Oh, I do not. I do not. That is a falsity, sir. I do not hate Star Trek.
Not a falsity.
That's a falsity. Crap. Now I forgot I was. Oh yeah. So, look, it's no secret that I don't like this show. But with that being said, there are moments and episodes that I thoroughly enjoyed, and with this last episode, I just love the way that the characters grew up. They dealt with the diviner in a interesting and creative way. I love when Zero fried his brain. That was my favorite moment, and it was I got a big smile and goosebumps down my spine when I saw proper Janeway.
I like that you're calling her. I want to. Goth Janeway should be improper Janeway.
Yeah.
I like proper Janeway and improper Janeway.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
The only thing that I was expecting that didn't come true was I thought that the diviner was going to be working for Starfleet, and I would have liked. I thought that Starfleet like maybe wronged him in a way that was the reason that he sort of wanted to fry the Federation. But with that being said, I liked his reasoning. I really like the explanation that he gave for his hatred of the Federation. I thought we were gonna see Chakotay this season, but I guess I have to wait for that. But wrapping up, I thought that this first season of Prodigy was okay. I never want to watch it again, so it was okay.
Oh wow! So
but-
how would you rate this episode though if you had to give it a rating?
I'll get there.
Oh, sorry.
So with all that being said, my rating for this episode, I'll give it a 7. It was great.
Okay, great. That's
It
awesome.
was good.
So with my 11, this episode gets a 10. That's great. The average is a 10. No, we got a lot of like cool ratings. People gave their ratings in the audience, and it's all hovering really high. Like we're seeing like 9s and 10s and 7s and 11. I see a lot of 9s and 11s.
I forgot to mention my favorite character.
Mhm.
My favorite character of the series is Gwen. I love Gwen.
Yeah, Gwen's pretty
Gwen is
awesome.
very good.
Gwen is awesome.
Yeah.
Mine's Janeway.
Jake and Pop is really funny too. He's
They're
a
all
kind of a-
they're all great.
he's
I
funny.
love that little moment. By the way, I didn't get a chance. I took a screenshot of her just because I think she's cool, and I thought that Matt might appreciate this as well, but I didn't get to show it. So here's our Trill character.
Yes,
Who's
with
super
better Trill spots than they do in Discovery.
Dude, it's
Just gonna
animated, dude.
He's really cool.
You would think that it would be easier to make a tattoo look like it was to make it more organic than Discovery. Discovery just looks like it's drawn on with Sharpie constantly. It's too crisp. Anyway,
Wasn't the original wasn't Dax's drawn on every day hand
sure,
painted,
but
so they were different every day, right? Yeah.
oh no, he memorized. Michael Westmore
Oh.
memorized the pattern and did it exactly the same every single
Every
time.
time. But
wow.
didn't he actually sign her body to it every single day?
Oh, that's kinda cool. I like
It's
that.
below
But-
the collar, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really
I think it was
cool.
down.
yeah, but he did that, didn't he? Like every
I
single
thought,
day.
yeah, I believe so.
That's creepy.
But they just don't.
That's
like,
cool.
Hers is more like almost like you took eyeliner and did it, whereas the ones in Discovery look like Sharpie. Like it's just such crisp. Like I have several tattoos, and once you have tattoos your entire life, like they start to bleed a little bit, and they're a little fuzzier on the edges. and it just seems like the trill, it's always just so harsh in Discovery. Anyway, this aside, I love that trill. Her eyes are very wide.
Mm-hmm. And blue, very blue too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so looking forward to. So next season we're gonna see some juicy Federation stuff with Starfleet. I mean, like that's where we seem to be headed. So I'm really excited. Next week, join us here as we talk about the return of Star Trek Discovery.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Michael Burnham's back.
Michael Burnham's
back.
Let's fly. Do you guys have anything to promote this week before we sign out?
Oh hell yeah! I always got shit to promote. You know.
Go ahead, promote the heck out of it.
Okay, so guys, I started a brand new YouTube channel for my podcast, Radio 815, and I would just like to point out that the first 8 episodes from our initial first season will air this Monday coming up at 8:15, and they will air one after another. So it'll go from 8:15 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you could go over there, give me a subscribe and support the podcast on its brand new YouTube channel, I would greatly appreciate it. It's Radio 815. So if you guys can go over there and support my new venture over there, I would greatly appreciate it. But if you guys want to see all the other stuff that I do, you can just follow me on Twitter. I'm at CreekFanatic88. That's the best way to get to all my stuff.
Awesome. And we already know everyone else's handles from tonight, but Patrick, if you'll repeat your handle, and do you have anything to promote?
Just Matt's OnlyFans.
I fully endorse it too. We'll talk about it more on Starfleet Boy After Dark this Friday. So, but for those of you who want to see Matt's OnlyFans, you can check him out at it's the same as your Twitter handle. No, I don't remember it.
It is. So anyone that knows what OnlyFans, I'm just going to put this slight disclaimer.
Yeah,
anyone
sorry.
that knows what it is, great. Anyone
We're talking about it on Prodigy, a kid show.
This is crazy. Off the rails, dude. Off the rails.
Off the rails.
I know what it is.
Kids don't go there. Kids don't go there.
Yeah, I mean, and definitely don't subscribe for $7.99 a month.
Don't go grab your parents' credit card and don't do it. Like, it's not a thing that you should do.
Again, I hate kids, so please do. I could use the money. Yeah, that's the only thing I do. It's also the same name as my alt Twitter. So please, also another asterisk, like, are you 18 or older? You know, click through on this. Spaceboy_Ricks.
Nice.
It is both.
I like that name. That's very cool. So yeah, we'll talk more about it on Starfleet Boy After Dark. But Braxton, folks can check you out on Twitter. And do you have anything to promote or talk about that you want people to know about?
No. Have a nice weekend.
All right. We do have stuff to promote, which is obviously thank you for joining us, audience, for this Thursday night broadcast. Tomorrow on Text Trek, we kick off TQIF every week, which is Thank You, It's Friday. We've been doing it for throughout the pandemic. It's a lot of fun. So we start off on the Text Trek channel, where you can get a nice, fun deep dive about this same episode of Star Trek Prodigy. He puts a lot of love and care into it. I mean, it takes him 3 days to prepare for it. It's not.
Oh wow!
Long, but 3 times. He watches the show 3 times. He takes a lot of screenshots. It's a lovely show. Go check it out. And that's over on Text Trek. Also, we're trying to get Text Trek to 1,000 subscribers. So if you have a little extra subscriber credit to give, go and give that subscriber. I don't know. I just called it subscriber credit. I don't know what that is, but you know what I mean. Just just go.
Just like
click the bell. Click the bell.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. And then right after, we're gonna do Starfleet Boy After Dark. Lots to talk about tomorrow. We have I think Peacemaker finale. I haven't watched it yet, but Peacemaker came out today.
Oh wow! It's already the finale, dude. Wow.
I think it's the finale. I'm not sure. We also have Raised by Wolves premiered. We also have the Book of Boba Fett. We have just so much nerdy stuff other than Star Trek, but also about Star Trek to talk about on Starfleet Boy After Dark tomorrow. Saturdays we do
poster to talk about. Sorry.
Yeah. We will be talking about that for sure. We're gonna zoom in and like talk about. We're gonna try to figure out if that's
Pixel by pixel.
yeah, pixel by
Yeah,
pixel. Is this Mojave or is this like an alien planet? I don't know.
Sorry about that.
And then Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, we do a TOS discussion. We're almost finished with TOS. We're on season 3. And then tomorrow's episode, what is it? It's not Day of the Dove. It's the one right after, which I can't remember.
You can
Damn
never
it,
remember.
I'm
You
such a bad
forget this
host. I'm
every
so
time.
so terrible. No, I actually know. I just watched it, so
It's
I should
the next
know.
one.
It's the next one after Day of the
Exactly.
Dove. Yeah, just go check it out. And then Sundays, Fathery and I are doing a watch along series. It's a live watch along where you can hang out with us and listen to our commentary about Star Trek Picard. We are on the Impossible Box, which is the next episode, and then the following 2 weeks we're going to do back-to-back 2 episodes each, so check that out. And then I think that's it. I think we got everything. Yeah, that's all the streams that Starfleet Boy is doing right now. Oh no, there's one more, sorry! There's Saturday, I forgot. Saturday nights, there's a deep dive of the Book of Boba Fett with the folks from Drunk Space Nine and Asking Linda, so come check that out as well. And this, I guess we're going to cover 2 episodes this weekend. So yep, that's it. Thank you, Jill. It's The World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky, which is such a beautiful, TOS really has the best they have really beautiful episode titles. I mean, look at that. The World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky, which is what that poor
The
chap
Trouble
says.
with Tribbles.
Yeah, lots of good stuff.
Just beautiful name.
Audience, I'm sorry I couldn't get to all your contacts. Aaron Walke, if you happen to come back and listen to the rest of this episode, thank you so much for being in the chat with us. That was really sweet and kind of you.
But I'm not either.
What was that?
What the hell?
That
is
was Braxton.
He's already
clearly.
moved on.
Oh, okay. Live long and prosper, and we will see you all next time.